Welcome, folks. We are here in Man, West Virginia for a premier middle school football matchup between the Man Pioneers and the Chapmanville Tigers. James Barker, Darryl McCoy on the call. Today's game is brought to you courtesy of the Frozen Goat and our good friends at Eric Trucking.
Yeah, we appreciate them, Darryl, for putting this game on for us. This should be a fantastic one here from George A. Queen Memorial Field. The 2-0 Chapmanville Middle School Tigers taking on the 1-0 Man Middle School Pioneers. Chapmanville coming off two big victories where their defense really stood out, and Man coming off a big victory 50-20 over Huntington East last week. And these two are two high-powered offenses as well as two stout defenses, so should have a great middle school football matchup here tonight.
I'm excited. It's been a while since I've got over here and covered the Pioneers. You know, of course, we cover just about every game of Chapmanville Middle, and you know, they got some studs all around the field. Tell us a little bit about them there, James.
Yeah, you've got, first thing you have to talk about is the quarterback, Dakota Dalton, who is a outstanding athlete in his own right. He's warming up today. Darryl, we were watching him in warm-ups, and he's throwing the football 40, almost 50 yards in warm-ups. Just got a great arm. And then when you look at the backfield with Jacob Maynard and Jackson Ellison as well, they have been just a dominant force, those three kids in the backfield. And then the speedy Maddox Sarton on the outside is a really, really good shifty receiver for Chapmanville as well. And then they've got a tight end, David Browning, who plays excellent. And, he's kind of acts like their extra tackle on the field at times, but he can go out and catch passes as well. So this is a very talented and skilled offense that goes along with a very talented offensive line as well, with Jeffrey Baisden, Tony Atkins, Landon Adams, Colton Farley, and Caleb Robinette to round out the starting offense for Chapmanville. Just a talented offense overall. But on the man middle side, you have some talented players as well, starting with the quarterback, John Osborne, who we'll get to see first here.
Well, speaking of talented kids, there's very few as talented as this young man getting ready to kick off, which is
Ashton McClanahan. Yeah. He is one of the top-rated kickers, not only in the state but in the country. And we've seen some touchbacks from him this year.
Yeah, very impressive, a kid his age. He's probably got the range of 40 yards at least.
A little squib onside kick to try to catch the Pioneers off guard there, Darryl.
Well, if you know Ashley Dalton, he's going to take chances, and believe it or not, James, the last time I covered a Man Pioneer game was last year when the Pioneers upset the Tigers right here on this field.
Yeah, that Black Diamond Championship game. So that's kind of what Ashley and Martin Browning, the head coach of the Man Pioneers, kind of alluded to. They talked about Chapmanville wanting revenge for that game, and Martin talked about wanting this game to be a big game for him and the Pioneers moving forward in this season.
How about we got Linda Daughter, he says, watching from Defiance, Ohio. I got family up there, said the Ohio State University Marching Band tuning in.
All right.
Well, how about that?
Yeah. That's thank you for tuning in and watching this D&D broadcast. It'll be man middle ball. It'll start in Chapmanville territory after the 5-yard penalty for the kick out of bounds. It's Osborne under center. Little wing T offense. They'll give it off to the fullback. That's Austin Vance, 26. And he stopped for a gain of about 3 on the play. Coming up on the tackle for Chapmanville. That's inside linebacker Cooper Perry, as well as 81 Sawyer Dalton in there for the tackle.
Now, just sitting here watching this game here, guys, remember D&D Sports Network is an interactive broadcast. You guys can ask us comments, questions, be part of the stream by commenting in the comment section below.
2nd and a long 7. Osborne gives it off to the tailback, and he spun
job.
down. That's Tony Atkins, and then the D-line swarms. Great play there from Tony Atkins on the inside. That D-line for Chapmanville has been very impressive through their first 2 games of the season.
Now, you know what they call him, don't you?
I do not.
The Garrett Fork Menace. Garrett Fork Menace.
Oh, well.
Yeah.
That's where I'm from. I'm from
You're
Garrett
from Garrett Fork.
I knew there was some menacing going on in Garrett Fork. I just didn't know it was him.
Tony Atkins was doing it, yeah. He's a kid, man. Last year, they was games where I thought he could have contributed to the high school team. He was that good last year.
3rd and 10, Osborne will waggle out to the right, and it's a boot. He makes one man miss, but he's tackled from behind. Yep. I believe that was
They're 68.
60. That's Tony Atkins again on the tackle. So it's 4th and about 5 for the Pioneers here at the 43-yard line. And most of the time in this situation, especially in middle school, you'll see Martin Browning go for this.
We'll see here. Definitely expect that. And, the Man Pioneers was led for many years by legendary Tootie Carter, who racked up over 200 career wins. He's the winningest coach ever in Logan County history.
He is, and I've known Tootie for a long time, a great coach and a great man as well, and wish Tootie nothing but the best. So shotgun formation here on 4th down for the Pioneers is Osborne back there with Vance. And now we're going to get a penalty, and they may have lined up offsides. It looks like Adkins may have lined up offsides, and that's going to be a 5-yard penalty. And it'll be measured off from the 43. I think they're still going to be – it's going to be close. It's going to be close.
It's going to be a little bit shy, but it definitely helps because now, a quarterback sneak can get you the first down. And especially when you got John Osborne back there behind center.
Yes, and Osborne, one of the better athletes for a middle school quarterback in the Mountain area. You'll know his name as he goes and grows up.
Yeah, absolutely will. And you see the defensive line right there. They all got to be smarter. This is an undefeated Chapmanville team coming in. And what is Mandricker, James?
They are 1-0.
Okay.
Osborne gives it off, and I don't know. It'll be close. It'll depend on the spot. That was the fullback, Austin Vance, the 7th grader.
I don't think he got it from – it depends on the spot.
It depends on the spot, and if they spot it where he's standing, he will be short because that was – they spotted it just shy of the 43, and he's standing in between the 43 and 44 right now, and there's a little bit of a conference here, and they're going to mark it down. I think they're going to measure this. Nope, they're going to give it straight to Chapmanville.
Yeah, I think we can see over here, and if I'm man, I may be arguing with the spot there.
It was close. It really was. But Chapmanville will take over on downs there at the 43-yard line. As we'll see Dakota Dalton and this Chapmanville offense for the first time this evening as they'll start out in a 2-by-2 set. 2 receivers to the top, 2 receivers to the bottom. As Jacob Maynard in the backfield.
Dalton coming out in the gun.
Yeah, he's going to roll. He's got a guy open, and he will check down to him. There's a catch, and a good catch there by Preston Collins.
They're going to say he knee touched the ground on the reception.
And that was a good job there, not only on the catch, but Dalton was looking deep and then came back to Collins there. And, we always taught our quarterbacks we want to read some of those plays high to low, and that's exactly what Dakota did there.
We got Cynthia Paul says Bobby Maynard go. Bobby Maynard says, are you guys going to do the Mingo and Man game tomorrow night?
Well, we're trying, aren't we?
Yeah, we're trying like heck, guys. All I can say is it's not. If we don't, it's not going to be because we didn't try every option.
Dalton back to pass, looking deep. Now they'll try to scramble.
Oh, great job.
Behind. Yeah, it was a great hit from behind. That was 22 for the man middle defense. Christian Sipple making the tackle there on the play. So a sack there for Sipple and the Pioneers puts Chapmanville in 3rd and long. Almost looked like the same pass concept there for the Chapmanville Middle School Tigers as Dalton was trying to go deep there. It looked like to Sarton, but was unable to find him. And that'll be 3rd and about 7 or 8 for Chapmanville from the 41-yard line.
You can see the scoreboard, top right-hand corner of your screen. That's the McCoy Dental scoreboard.
Dalton gives it off this time to Maynard. Maynard looks up inside, breaks a tackle, and it falls across the first down marker. Good run there from the 8th grader, Jacob Maynard.
That was a huge get.
Yes.
He come over from Mingo County, and, I think we can all agree this Chapmanville team would be good, but they wouldn't be the same without him.
Yeah, he's a great running back. Not only is he shifty and speedy in space, but he likes contact. You saw on the run right there, and we've seen it throughout the first 2 games, is he likes some contact.
He reminds me a little bit of a young man you know something about, Cole Farmer.
He does.
He got the same kind of build, and, same toughness and grit.
2 receivers, tight end of the bottom. Here's a toss now. This one's to Jackson Ellis. Ellis cuts it up, breaks off tackle, breaks another tackle, and he gets down to about the 41-yard line to a 9-yard gain there for Jackson Ellison. Good blocking up front for the Tiger offense. It's Chapmanville out in a hurry. They're twin receivers to the bottom. Tight end with those receivers. Dalton under center. He'll toss weak this time, and Maynard almost lost it, but he's able to pick up the first down. So a little bit of a bobble there on the toss, Darryl. And Maynard, though, able to keep it, and it looks like it's going to be close to a first down. They mark him right at the 41, and it is a first down.
James, I tell you, last year, man had a kid that absolutely was a one-man wrecking crew and can destroy any team in middle school what they was trying to do on offense, and it was Jacob Endicott.
Yes.
I don't know. I guess he moved up to high school, right? He graduated.
Think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was a stud.
Absolutely.
Dalton in the gun, fakes it. Now we'll pull it. Looking down the field, he'll have to run it. Throws that away. We've seen Dakota do this a few times where he's in trouble and he finds a way to get out of the pocket and throw it away to live, to fight another down. You do not see that play very often, Darryl, even from high school quarterbacks.
Listen, Coach, I still refer to you as Coach Barker. If you earn that title, you'll always have that title.
Yes,
but
sir.
He reminds me a lot of Brody Dalton, not in the play particularly. And Brody Dalton, I'll finish after his play.
Dakota looks back, throws it over to Browning. Browning, will he break a tackle? He doesn't, but he's able to spin forward enough for a Chapmanville first down. So we're starting to see the arm and the mind of Dakota Dalton. You mentioned, that's kind of, I think, where you were going to there, Darryl.
Well, what I said and where he reminds me is at this age, me and David Jones come over and we watched. First time we ever come and covered a Chapmanville middle school football game. Or I come, and then I was telling David about the kid named Brody Dalton. He come, and at this age, it's been a long time since we've seen a kid that showed this much promise at this age.
Flag on the play. Great run by Ellison. A little pull. And pin and pull for Chapmanville there, but that one's going to come back holding on the Tigers, as it looks like they're going to call that one. I don't know exactly who they called that one on, but nevertheless, that one will be coming back, so it'll be first and about 20 for Chapmanville.
Yeah, whether he ever pans out or not, that's still futures to decide. But, just seeing his potential at that young of an age. And the thing that you got to remember with Dakota Dalton, this is only his second year ever playing football.
Right. And he's got a great arm, and the future is bright. But like you said, everything's still a long way away. You got to keep working.
Yeah.
Got to keep working, and I think we've seen his work ethic, and we know what Ashley does as well. So
absolutely.
I don't think that'll be a problem.
No, he's a dual sport athlete. He has played baseball as well before, but he's dropped down to just football and basketball now.
There's a throw to Sarton. Sarton able to catch it, spins forward, and he'll get close to the 33. So another completion there for Dalton. This one to Sarton for a gain of about 5 on the play. And that's the speedy Sarton. They're going to try to get it in his hands and give it to him in space and let him work.
If he keeps making catches like that, I guarantee he's going to have a surprise waiting for him at Cheech's Pizza in Lenoir, West Virginia.
Dalton with it, and they're going to screen it over to Sarton this time. Tries to get a block, does. Now gets to the outside. Oh, and a great arm tackle there. I think that's Lusk. Jackson Lusk with a great tackle out there for the Pioneers. That young man able to bring down Starton from behind.
I like Jackson Lusk a lot. He's a kid. I've watched him in previous years. I paid attention to that young man. He's another kid that shows a lot of promise. He's got good size, good speed at this age.
And a good instinct there as he was able to get from his inside backer position out there to that screen. Dalton with it, drops back the pass, looking, now will throw, it's deep, Sarton just runs out of room as they had a chance, had 2 defenders run into each other there, and Sarton gets up a little slow. I think he's okay, just
his feelings hurt.
He felt like he had a chance at that one. So 4th and 9 now for Chapmanville as they are at the 29-yard line, and Ashley Dalton talking to Dakota there, trying to figure something out. And this is a big play in this game as we are closing in on the end of the first quarter. A very quick-moving first quarter as they'll reset the play clock here. 52 seconds to go. No score between these two rivals. Dalton with it. Rolls out. Looking. He'll outrun. He's got Browning. Can he flip it to him? He does. Browning open. 5, 10. Touchdown, Chapmanville. Dakota Dalton to David Browning in the end zone as Chapmanville takes a quick 6-0 lead.
Well, that was a great play, and the defense, great job by Dalton waiting to the last possible second to get rid of that ball. It drew that DB off from Browning, so I think they thought that Dalton was going to run there.
And he waited just until Browning cleared.
Yep.
And that was a 29-yard touchdown pass to Browning. As McClanahan's kick is up and true. We'll step aside for a quick break. You're watching middle school football action right here on the D&D Sports Network.
This is where it all started, right here on this farm. We may have grown over the years, but we've never lost sight of what was important to us. We're continuing that tradition today, and we always will be for generations to come.
Stop by Eric Homa Drug today and let them fill your prescription. Eric Homa Drug has been serving the Chapmanville community for over 46 years. They're a proud supporter of the Chapmanville Tigers and all mountain athletes. We are back here in West Virginia as the Pioneers are taking on Chapmanville Middle there. McClanahan, they called a screen on that extra point attempt, I think.
Yeah, a little bit of a holding penalty, so they decided to go for 2 and miss it there. So Chapmanville a 6-0 lead. We'll take a break real quick and be back with the kickoff right after this.
Here at Appalachian Medical, our team has extensive experience in dealing with respiratory disease. That's why we specialize in respiratory products and disease management. We want to bring our knowledge and know-how to help patients live a healthier life. Appalachian Medical was developed by clinical professionals. We have more than 30 years of combined experience in respiratory disease management, case management, critical care, and more. Our respiratory therapists are skilled and compassionate, with offices in Kentucky, West Virginia, Indiana.
Back here at George A. Queen Memorial Field, James Barker and Darryl McCoy with you here on the D&D Sports Network for this Thursday night of middle school football. And Darryl, good drive from Chapmanville to kind of there on their first possession. Dalton to Browning from 29 yards out gives us a Chapmanville 6-0 lead.
Real quick, guys, today's game is brought to you courtesy of our friends at Frozen Goat. Want to thank Amanda Corns always being the biggest supporter of man football or man athletics, and also Eric's Trucking is a proud supporter of Chapmanville Tigers and all mountain athletes.
McClanahan's kick goes out of bounds. That'll be at the 35 for the Pioneers if they elect to take it there. We'll see what Martin Browning decides to do as they are going to accept it right at the 35.
Now, right here, obviously they was moving the football a little bit on that first drive. They had a little bit of success, just come up short on that first fourth down play there. So, man has showed that they can move the football in this Chapmanville defense, but they just got to do it with a little bit of urgency here as they're down 6 right now.
Yeah, we saw Osborne have a chance to break one there and just couldn't break a tackle. We'll see what the Pioneers do here on this possession. Osborne under center, a little bit of a wing tee look as almost tackled in the backfield, but Ramsey's able to get it, and then the swarming defensive front as, again, Tony Atkins in on that play as well as Sawyer Dalton. And Chapmanville right now just really teeing off with that defensive line.
Says Ira Moore says, great job, Dalton. Said, great hands, David. We got Andrew McDonald says, this the first Pioneers game since Coach Carter retired. They're 1-0, so they've played.
Yes.
Yeah, they played before. And then Andrew McDonald says, this Tiger team has a lot of size. And last but not least, we got Teresa Zhu tuning in and says, go Pioneers.
We'll see the end of the first quarter. So it's Chapmanville 6, Man nothing. As Darryl and I'll be back right after this. You're watching middle school football right here on the D&D Sports Network.
If you was pushed out of the area because of loss of work in the coal industry, look no longer. Jim Marr is here for you. Jim Marr is now hiring for all positions in the coal field. Stop by their offices in Logan, West Virginia or in Wheeling, West Virginia and apply today. Come on down to Three Guys Pizza and Brew in Williamson, West Virginia. We're located on the corner of Harvey Street and 3rd Avenue. We got great deals on pizzas, sandwiches, and more. You get great service with great pricing. Enjoy your birthday or ball games with us here at Three Guys Pizza and Brew. Look forward to seeing you. If you want to work for the nicest fleet of trucks around, call Eric's Trucking. Right now we are hiring for 18 and 10-wheeler drivers. Must have CDLs. Eric's Trucking is a proud supporter of the Chapmanville Tigers and wants to wish Maddox Sarton the best of luck in today's contest.
We are back here in West Virginia as we have the Chapmanville Tigers up 6-0 on the Pioneers. James Barker, Darryl McCoy on the call. Want to thank Frozen Goat and Eric's Trucking for sponsoring today's action.
Man with it. No play fake, and it's going to be a sack. Tony Adkins again. What'd you call him earlier?
The Garrett Fork Menace.
Oh, wow. He has been a menace for the Pioneers in the backfield so far.
It's every play he's in the backfield.
He has been a force to be reckoned with here for the Tiger defense so far.
As we sit here, it looks like man has brought half the town here.
Yeah,
as
good crowd.
Yeah, good crowd. And you look over on the Chapmanville side, they traveled really well tonight.
Absolutely. You've probably got a good maybe 400, 500 people here really that we can see, and then maybe 200 more.
Yeah, absolutely.
Osborne fakes it. He'll run up the middle. This is where he's really dangerous. Tries to get to the outside and is going to be spun around, and then Dakota Dalton comes up from his corner position to finish off the final tackle on the play, as it was Jackson Ellison that had him, and then Dalton able to finish it off there. Good defensive play for Chapmanville to put the Pioneers in a 4th and long situation.
There you see the Chapmanville faithful.
We'll see what man elects to do here. If in the punt formation, they said that it would be Osborne back to kick. So there is Osborne back in the punt formation. As the snap back to him, and it's away. And it's a good kick, directional kick away from Sarton. It goes all the way to the 42. Sarton thought about picking up, and he then does, and he's tackled immediately. Maybe gained a yard on the return there as he fell forward. We'll see where they mark him. Yeah, right there at the 43.
That was a good punt, James. It took a man bounce, and, definitely for middle school, that was a pretty good boot.
Absolutely. It could have been a lot better field position for Chapmanville, but Osborne able to put a boot into it. And then we'll see this Chapmanville offense again, Darryl, that we've kind of seen on their first drive. They faced a couple 3rd and longs and a 4th and long, but able to convert them.
Guys, we do ask, hit that like and share button. Get these numbers up for these kids. Takes 2 seconds to hit that share button.
Dalton with it, looks. He's going to take a shot. This one to Maynard. Can he get it there? No, it's picked off Big play there by the 7th grader, Drake Walls, as he's tackled and brought down at about the 33-yard line. You're going to get a flag on the play. I think that'll go against the Pioneers. That's one of those blindside blocks.
Yeah, it's going to be after the interception.
So you got Dakota over there talking to his father, Ashley, as they're trying to figure out exactly. Maybe there's a little miscommunication there, but good play there for the corner, Drake Walls.
I think that's only his second interception on the season.
On the season. As that'll be a 15-yard penalty, though, from the end of the run, and it'll push man back to about the 18-yard line is where they'll take over. At the end of the day, of course, I say this about Josh Allen, and if you've listened to my broadcast before, I am a Bills fan, but that was a terrible, terrible Monday night. We won't talk too much about it, but it's Josh Allen did that the other night, just as good as a punt sometimes.
Yeah,
sometimes.
Absolutely, and you're seeing right now, I mean, they're starting this drive. Let's see, what's it on, 17?
17, 18-yard line. Yeah. But man does get the ball back off the Walls interception. As they'll fake it, end around this time, and guess who?
Tony Atkins.
Again.
Chuck Alley says, thanks again, D&D and the sponsors, for bringing us this game. Garrett Fork Menace, Aaron Waters says, risky trying to return that kick, Andrew McDonald says. And Sonia Sharp says, thank you, D&D, for the broadcast.
We appreciate not only the guys interacting with us, but watching and viewing and sharing and getting this broadcast out there to promote these young athletes here in Logan County. 2nd and long now for the Pioneers. Twin receivers to the bottom of your screen, as you'll have Osborne under center. I formation. Osborne will roll out to his right, flips it across. That's a good catch there. Good tackle from Dakota Dalton from his position. That's a catch there from Blake Stacy. A flag on the play. We'll see what the flag is. As you're going to get a block in the back on the Pioneers. I think they will accept that penalty.
James, when I was in in 7th grade, I actually played for the Pioneers.
Really?
Yep, and I played with the best running back I've ever seen in middle school football.
Who's that?
Kenneth Ramsey.
Well, I played against, I believe, his brother Eric.
Okay.
So
was he older or younger?
He was younger.
Okay.
And Kenneth was a great one, though, too. I remember those days when my dad coached at Logan, so I got to watch him grow up and just make some fantastic runs.
I played with him, and then when I went back to Belfry, played against him. And I remember one time, not kidding, me and a buddy of mine, we was both on the D-line, and he drugged both of us for about 45 yards into the end zone. So, I mean, yeah, he was a freak.
Man with it, 2nd and a very long from the 9-yard line now. Back to pass, Osborne in trouble, still in trouble. And he's just wrapped up. He loses the ball, goes out of bounds. And they're going to mark him down where the ball went out at. So that'll be the 5-yard line as Osborne lost it out of bounds. So 3rd and now, I believe, about 26. Or no, I'm sorry. Math was never my strong suit, Darryl. 3rd and about 24 for the Pioneers. They put a flag down. That may be intentional grounding. So it's going to be a loss of down, and they're going to move it inside the 5 now. So,
listen, when you got Tony Atkins on the other side of that line of scrimmage, right now this is a dangerous situation for the Pioneers because he can very well get back there and add 2 points on this board.
Yeah, I agree with you. You had 66 there for Chapmanville that gave the initial pressure, and then they have rotated some guys here on the D-line, interior part of this D-line, as David Browning over there was able to get the wrap up as well. So we'll see what Martin Browning does here with the Pioneers backed up. I formation. They'll give it off to the fullback this time. That is Austin Vance, and Vance, not much room there. as he gets it out at about the 5-yard line, and that'll bring up 4th and 24 now for the Pioneers, as they'll have to punt from their own end zone.
That's right here. Watch out. Crazy things happen in these situations.
I saw one of and Man fans will not like this, but obviously I've coached a lot of Chapmanville, but Man High School, one of their best teams ever, went to the Wheeling Island one year. Todd Terry blocked the punt in a similar situation and returned it for a touchdown. That one off the side of the foot. Oh, and Chapmanville touched it, and Man recovers it. Osborne with it. And they're going to mark it down. I think that's correct. You cannot take a muff punt. Yes, that's the correct ruling. But it will be man football.
Yeah, that was a huge break for the Pioneers here. As 3:42 to go here in the second quarter, they will have another shot at this.
Yeah, that was, I believe, 81 for Chapmanville. That may have been Sawyer Dalton that tried to field that. And that is, it's going to reset the chains. They're going to be at the 5-yard line, Darryl, with a big play and a big break for Man.
James, we got to give a big shout out here as D&D broadcaster commentator there, Dylan Morris on the sideline for the Pioneers. Does a great job for us and them.
Excellent job Dylan does. Osborne under center, gives it off to Ramsey this time. Ramsey nowhere doing. There's a big tackle there from Colton Farley, the interior D lineman for the Tigers, able to make a play there on Jaron Ramsey. It's a loss of about 2 on the play. It'll be 2nd and 12.
Are you paying our viewers?
Am I?
Yeah.
Well, I don't think so.
Somebody on here, Mike Bledsoe, says James Barker, the best commentator on the network.
Well, I appreciate that, Mike. I'll take care of him later. Don't worry.
There we go. 3:03 to go here in the second quarter. Chapmanville leads 6-0 on the Pioneers, as Pioneers with their backs against the wall right now.
And they're trying to fight their way out of the shadow of their own end zone here as Osborne under center. He'll give it off. This one to Vance. He's met again. Sawyer Dalton and a gang of Tigers able to make the tackle there. And they get Chapmanville to take a timeout. We'll do the same. Step aside for a quick break. Back more with middle school football right after this.
If you're looking for a friendly and fun atmosphere to enjoy your daily cuisine, come to Cheech's Pizza in Lenore, West Virginia. Cheech's Pizza has world-renowned cheese sticks, delicious pizza, and the best subs in the pizza and pasta game. Don't forget to take advantage of our milkshake shop located inside. Bring your family down to meet ours. We are the place that treats you like family from the second you pull in the parking lot. We look forward to seeing you here at Cheech's Pizza. Let the folks at Double Quick help you start your 2022 off right. They've brought back the Bourbon Pecan Coffee for a limited time only. You can also quench your thirst with the great deals on fountain drinks they offer daily. Double Quick is your one-stop shop for everything. They offer breakfast, lunch, and dinner. You can stop by one of their many storefront locations spread throughout eastern Kentucky. Stop by and let Double Quick make your day better. Stop by Eric Homa Drug today and let them fill your prescription. Eric Homa Drug has been serving the Chapmanville community for over 46 years. They're a proud supporter of the Chapmanville Tigers and all mountain athletes.
Back here at George A. Queen Memorial Field, Chapmanville Middle, a 6-0 lead. Man with possession. Backed up. Here's a toss to Ramsey. Ramsey cuts it up, stops, and it's going to be close. I think he's at the 1, though, Darryl.
Yeah, I think he got out of the end zone, but not by much.
And another Chapmanville timeout. We'll do the same. 2:24 to go here in the first half. Chapmanville a 6-0 lead. Back with more on the D&D Sports Network right after this.
Stop by Eric Homa Drug today and let them fill your prescription. Eric Homa Drug has been serving the Chapmanville community for over 46 years. They're a proud supporter of the Chapmanville Tigers and all mountain athletes.
I'm Elise Hinkle, psychiatric mental health nurse practitioner and Director of Behavioral Health at Coalfield Health Center. Our providers have experience with a full spectrum of disorders. To schedule an appointment with one of our providers, call 304-855-1222. As a community, let's help each other address mental health. We are here for you when you're ready. Coalfield Health Center. Let our family take care of your family.
As you see Coach Ashley Dalton over there, talking to his troops right now, he would love to pick up this safety right here.
Yeah, absolutely. 4th and long on the 2-yard line. So man in punt formation.
Yeah. Chapmanville going to bring any pressure, try to block this kick.
Good kick there from Osborne as Sarton lets it bounce, and it got close to him.
I thought it touched him.
It came close, but man will down it at the 22, and they will say Chapmanville ball.
Now let's stay here during this transition here real quick because we got a few comments. We got Kevin Runyon says, James football knowledge is unbelievable. Never give up. Just be you.
That's my buddy right there.
The Mike Bledsoe says, me and Martin roommates at Tech said, when will he realize can't run on the left side? Come on, Brown Pee Wee taught you better.
There's a flip pass out to Sarton. Sarton, can he get to the edge? He gets pushed out of bounds, but a good gain there on a good screen pass from Dalton to Sarton for a gain of about 9, maybe 10 on the play. So a long 9, and it'll be 2nd and 1. Kevin Runyon used to coach at Chapmanville Middle School.
Oh, okay.
I'll tell Kevin, that was a long time ago. Dalton.
Yeah, he's running right. He's got a man.
That's Browning again. Browning breaks a tackle and into the end zone. Another touchdown pass from Dalton to Browning.
Nice connection, just like Brady to Gronk. He's found his big body, his tight end, and right now he's wearing him out.
Yeah, that's a 12-yard touchdown pass. Dalton to Browning again to give Chapmanville a 12-0 lead.
Guys, hit that like and share button. Get these numbers up for these troops as we got 1:54 to go here in the second quarter. Tigers looking to add on with the extra point attempt.
And you're going to get a penalty flag there. It will be interesting to see. It will be a false start. And McClanahan's got a good leg. This 5-yard penalty probably not enough to push it out of his range, so they'll keep the field goal unit out there.
No, he can definitely, he's got I've seen him in practice hitting 40-yard field goals. I think he's comfortable around the 25-30 mark. But, I do think he does have the capability of hitting a 40 if he had to.
That one kicked, blocked there by 81 for the Pioneers. Brody Sword, gets the block on the extra point. We'll step aside for a quick break. 12-0, Chapmanville leads. You're watching middle school football right here on the D&D Sports Network.
Come on down to Three Guys Pizza and Brew in Williamson, West Virginia. We're located on the corner of Harvey Street and 3rd Avenue. We got great deals on pizzas, sandwiches, and more. You get great service with great pricing. Enjoy your birthday or ball games with us here at Three Guys Pizza and Brew. Look forward to seeing you.
If you want to work for the nicest fleet of trucks around, call Eric's Trucking. Right now we are hiring for 18 and 10-wheeler drivers. Must have CDLs. Eric's Trucking is a proud supporter of the Chapmanville Tigers and wants to wish Maddox Sarton the best of luck in today's contest.
We are back here in West Virginia, Chapmanville. A Dakota Dalton to Browning touchdown, second one of the day, puts the Tigers up 12-0 as we got 1:54 to go here in the second quarter. James Barker, Darryl McCoy on the call. Frozen Go, Eric Trucking, proud sponsors of tonight's action.
Good kickoff there from McClanahan down to the 29. That is fielded by Sipple, and Sipple gets forward to about the 38-yard line, and that's where the Pioneers will take over with a 1st and 10 there around midfield.
Jeff Sargent says they are going to need to work on punt returns. Kevin Runyon says James is a great commentator. Andrew McDonald says no one in the flats. So as we sit here and look, I mean, man, they've got to get some offense going here. They've got to get something that's going to give them some kind of momentum as they head into the locker room, something to be positive about coming back out.
Yeah, you're looking for just some first down or something here from Osborne. Osborne rolls, doesn't have time, had pressure in his face, but finds a way to get a completion over there to 11. That's Jaron Ramsey, and Ramsey catches it for about a 5-yard gain as he was able to find some room there, and Osborne able to float it over a defender's head for a gain of 5.
I don't know. I think the coach was getting on to him about yapping his jaws, is what it looked like to me, you know. And, I mean, hey, I'd love for my son to have a coach around like that.
Yeah, you're going to hold kids accountable. That's what you need. Trips receivers to the bottom of the screen. Osborne in the gun with Vance. They'll give it off to Vance this time, and he is stymied. Up the middle there, and a good stop there. That's Browning at the bottom of the pile for Chapmanville, along with 70, Caleb Robinette. So a loss of about 2 on the play. It's 3rd and 8 at the 40-yard line. And Chapmanville, I do believe, has 1 timeout remaining. We may see Ashley Dalton take it here if they get a stop. Darryl, big day tomorrow for D&D Sports. A lot of football in a lot of places.
Big day. We'll have Chapmanville versus Nitro on. We will have Winfield versus Wayne. Sissonville versus Clark County.
And Tony Atkins still may be making sacks.
Yep.
It comes tomorrow. That's Tony Atkins again. Ashley Dalton screaming down for a timeout. He'll get one. It'll be 4th down. Darryl will keep things here and thank our sponsors here for tonight's broadcast.
Yes, and then we want to thank Eric's Trucking, guys. If you're looking for a job in the trucking field, make sure you hit up Eric's Trucking, located in Kermit, West Virginia. And the Frozen Goat, here, let me listen, the Frozen Goat is something that this area truly needed, as the Frozen Goat serves loaded teas and Herbalife products. Bill's Lemonade and shaved ice.
All right.
So make sure you get down to the Frozen Goat, something to cool you off on these hot summer days.
Well, right now the Chapmanville defense has been ice cold against this man offense, as man hasn't been able to find much running room tonight, at least here in the first half. As they'll be in punt formation again, it looks like from the 31-yard line.
And we also want to remind people of Citizens Bank Game of the Week, Perry Central versus Shelby Valley, and then we have Hazard versus Breathitt County as well on the D&D Sports Network. Now,
Osborne back to punt. Snap is good. Osborne gets it off. That one in the air and will bounce at the 50.
It's a Pioneer bounce.
Absolutely, and it runs that clock down too. 31 seconds to go here in the half.
Now, you can guarantee that when Ashley Dalton sees 31 seconds, it ain't, I'm going to take a knee.
Oh, no.
Yeah, he's headed north.
We are going to see how far Dakota probably can throw the football. I would venture a guess, if we are here tomorrow, Darryl, that will be the LB&T game of the week.
Yeah, it absolutely would be. You know, we urge people to strongly let your administration know. Do it in a kind, nice way, but let them know that you want these athletes. I mean, they're the number 1 team in their class, you know, and for that kind of spotlight to have 42,000 people watching you, just a lot of opportunities could come from that.
And Dalton throws it away. Didn't like what he saw downfield. We had all verticals for Chapmanville, and he throws it away. We've seen that Dakota do that a few times. Smart play from that young man. 2nd and 10 now.
So we definitely want to try to get that game done. I mean, for both communities, you know, the Man Hillbillies, you know, that they always do great things during the season, but everybody seems to forget about them. And, you know, you just got to understand it's not the media. You know, I mean, they're trying.
Starting to make one guy miss, and he's got a lane to the outside.
Yes, he does.
And he's going to be tackled. Did he get out of bounds? They're going to kill the clock. 15 seconds to go. And are they going to say he was out of bounds or not? Chapmanville hurrying to the line. They're going to run the clock as soon as the ball is set.
Wow.
And
I thought
they'll
he
have
was
to get a
out.
play in. And the clock moving. Dalton looking to the sideline. They got to get a play off. 10 seconds to go. Barks out some signals. He'll get here. 4 seconds, and you're going to get a flag, and it's offside against man. And
maybe a good thing.
it is. You can't end the half on a defensive penalty, so regardless, Chapmanville's going to have one shot at the end zone here. We'll see what they do.
Now, I'm just sitting here, you know, we've seen many times them go to Browning on that other side, but, you know, I'm still looking for Jacob Maynard to get involved more offensively.
Yeah, they have not run the ball as much as they usually do in this first half.
You know, and Mann's got a big front line, so that could be part of it.
They fake it. Now he's going to look, throws it deep to Vance, and it's going to be intercepted. That's expected there. It's just a Hail Mary throw on the play, and that will be the end of the first half. As a nice pick there on the play, though, by number 20. That is Drake Walls. He gets his second interception of the half, but that'll do it for the first half of play, Darryl. Chapmanville will take a 12-0 lead into the locker room. We'll be back with maybe some halftime stats after a few commercials, and Darryl and I pay the bills right after this. You're watching middle school football action right here on the D&D Sports Network.
Stop by Eric Homa Drug today and let them fill your prescription. Eric Homa Drug has been serving the Chapmanville community for over 46 years. They're a proud supporter of the Chapmanville Tigers and all mountain athletes. Here at Appalachian Medical, our team has extensive experience in dealing with respiratory disease. That's why we specialize in respiratory products and disease management. We want to bring our knowledge and know-how to help patients live a healthier life. Appalachian Medical was developed by clinical professionals. We have more than 30 years of combined experience in respiratory disease management, case management, critical care, and more. Our respiratory therapists are skilled and compassionate. With offices in Kentucky, West Virginia, Indiana, Ohio, and Pennsylvania, let us be the ones you trust with your medical health care. If you was pushed out of the area because of loss of work in the coal industry, look no longer. Jim Marr is here for you. Jim Marr is now hiring for all positions in the coal field. Stop by their offices in Logan, West Virginia or in Wheeling, West Virginia and apply today.
If you want to work for the nicest fleet of trucks around, call Eric's Trucking. Right now we are hiring for 18 and 10-wheeler drivers. Must have CDLs. Eric's Trucking is a proud supporter of the Chapmanville Tigers and wants to wish Maddox Sarton the best of luck in today's contest.
If you're looking for a friendly and fun atmosphere to enjoy your daily cuisine, come to Cheech's Pizza in Lenore, West Virginia. Cheech's Pizza has world-renowned cheese sticks, delicious pizza, and the best subs in the pizza and pasta game. Don't forget to take advantage of our milkshake shop located inside. Bring your family down to meet ours. We are the place that treats you like family from the second you pull in the parking lot. We look forward to seeing you here at Cheech's Pizza.
This is Bruce Walters from Bruce Walters Kia. By now you know Kia is a great vehicle, and you know they come with a 10-year, 100,000-mile warranty. So why should you buy from Bruce Walters Kia? At Bruce Walters Kia, we're going to change your oil for free for life. And what you do with that money you save is up to you. Come check out the 2022 Kia Carnival and the 2021 Kia Sorento. Only at Bruce Walters Kia in Pikeville. Or shop us online at brucewalterskia.com.
I'm Elise Hinkle, psychiatric mental health nurse practitioner and director of behavioral health at Coalfield Health Center. Our providers have experience with a full spectrum of disorders. To schedule an appointment with one of our providers, call 304-855-4600 1222. As a community, let's help each other address mental health. We are here for you when you are ready. Coalfield Health Center. Let our family take care of your family.
If you got a big job to get done, don't just trust any flagging service. Call Diamond Flagging Service. Diamond Flagging Service keeps your community safe while also making sure it stays moving. Give Diamond Flagging Service a call today for their services. They also offer amazing job opportunities. Diamond Flagging Services, proud supporter of the Mountain Athletes.
Come meet the wonderful staff at the Del Barton Quick Shop. They got all your cold food needs along with tobacco needs. And while you're down there, check out their award-winning hot food items. Once again, located in Del Barton, West Virginia, the Quick Shop. Does your car have a frown? Well, come on down to Evans Auto Parts, located in Del Barton, West Virginia, right off the turnoff from Birch K through 8. When your cash is tight, they make sure the price is right. Come on down to Evans Auto Parts.
At Giovanni's Pizza in West Logan, we got subs, calzones, wings, pizza, and more. Stop by today. Great service with great deals. We also got a newly renovated and remodeled dining room where you can enjoy your game day celebrations or relax after a trail ride. We look forward to seeing you at Giovanni's in Logan, West Virginia.
Halftime here at George A. Queen Memorial Stadium. Chapmanville Middle School 12, Man Pioneers 0. James Barker, Darryl McCoy with you here on the broadcast. As Chapmanville jumped out to a 6-0 lead with 43 seconds to go in the first quarter as Dakota Dalton found David Browning for a 29-yard touchdown on the post corner route. And the two-point conversion failed after a penalty on the two-point conversion. And Chapmanville took a 6-0 lead into the second quarter. They would add to that lead with 1:54 left in the second quarter. Dalton again to Browning, 12 yards out, and it was an extra point blocked after a penalty on the extra point to make the score 12-0 here from George A. Queen Memorial Stadium. Step aside for another break. After that scoring recap, we'll be back to more after this. You're watching middle school football right here on the D&D Sports Network.
If you're injured in a car wreck, don't delay. Give me a call today, Justin Markham. Here at Markham Law Office, we will fight for you. Don't settle for a handshake and a small check from the insurance companies. Give us a call. Don't take on the big insurance companies alone. We will fight to get you the compensation you deserve. Here at Markham Law Office, you're more than a client. You're family, and we take care of family. Give me a call, Justin Markham, attorney at law.
Looking for a great selection, great prices, and a great experience on your next ATV, motorcycle, or side-by-side? Come check out Kiefer's Kawasaki.
Our number one goal is to offer you the best power sport experience at a great price.
Like this new 23 Kawasaki Teryx 4 for only $17,999.
Before you write that check, check with us.
And remember, your adventure starts here at Kiefer Kawasaki. Route 44 South, Jerry West Highway in Logan, or visit KiefersPowersports.net.
Stop by McCoy Dental and let our friendly staff take care of all your dental needs. Whether it's crowns, root canals, teeth cleaning, implants, or you're just in need of some light cosmetic work, we have you covered. McCoy Dental, improving our area one smile at a time. McCoy Dental is located at the Fountain Place Mall in Logan, West Virginia. If you're trying to rehab from an on-the-field or workplace injury,
Come to Rebound Physical Therapy and Sports Performance in Chapmanville, West Virginia for all your physical therapy needs. For over 10 years, Rebound Physical Therapy and Sports Performance has been making sure their clients rebound in the quickest amount of time possible. That's Rebound Physical Therapy and Sports Performance. Look forward to seeing you.
Call 304-752-3474 and see Missy Birchfield at your good friends at State Farm in Logan, West Virginia. She gives out free insurance quotes, so make sure you see her at State Farm.
Call Restoration One, West Virginia's go-to cleanup crew. Don't let fire, wind, water damage ruin your property. Restoration One can get you back to 100% in the quickest time possible. Our staff here at Restoration One is fast, friendly, and reliable. We got experts that use the latest in technology to remove mold and damages left behind by Mother Nature. Don't just trust anyone. Trust Restoration One. Whether it's home, life, business, or auto insurance, Scott Ambergy at State Farm in Chapmanville, West Virginia is here to protect the things you love. Call Scott Ambergy today for a free quote. That's State Farm in Chapmanville, West Virginia. Trailhead Bar and Grill in Mayborn, West Virginia is making sure trail riders and locals are staying happy and full. One thing's a guarantee at Trailhead is great food and great service. Come watch your favorite ball game, have a party, or we'll host your events at Trailhead Bar and Grill, proud supporter of the Mingo Central Miners.
We're back here in Man, West Virginia as the Pioneers trail the Chapmanville Tigers 12-6. We are here during homecoming night. Sophia Phillips. Sophia Phillips is the homecoming queen, your 2023 homecoming queen for the Man Pioneers, or for Man Junior High, I guess is what they call it. The is it middle? Man middle. When I went here, it was junior high.
Right.
You know, and that took a lot to get used to because in Kentucky we never did. We had grade schools, and then we come over here. We had junior highs, which went to 9th grade, and now I guess they're back to middle school.
That's right.
Yep.
Yeah.
So
you went to the old Man Junior High down over here.
Yeah. Right across from JR's Pizza. Yeah, you had the breezeway. Yeah, the good times there. You know, I went to school. I'm trying to think of some kids I went to school with. There was a Roger Doty, I think. I think there was a James Pickle, maybe. Becky Kahn. Then we had another Becky. Can't remember her last name. I think they was twins. And then of course Kenneth Ramsey. So I can remember a few kids.
I bet we have some viewers out there to help you out.
Yeah, I guarantee it. And I was, the thing is I come over here, because I had to. My parents got a divorce, so I come over here. I didn't want to come because I played at Runyon grade school and we had a really good team. But come over here, and I didn't spend but probably 3-4 months. So, I didn't spend a lot of time, but I got a ton of family in this area. My uncle, one of the most decorated wrestlers to ever come out of this area, his name is Big Bob McCoy.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and he owned a car lot up near Cliffside Restaurant.
Now, we're not talking about the wrestlers, you and David. We're talking about Dink and Doink last night.
No. He ain't telling anybody, but, when he takes that mask off, he is Doink. But, he's hoping when he comes here to Man, West Virginia, he definitely don't look like Doink tomorrow because he's wanting to come in here and get that win over these hillbillies. And I told him, I said, it's not going to be as tough as you think. I actually picked Man in that ball game. So
this is, as a coach, this is one of the toughest places to play and coach. And it has nothing to do with where the bleachers are or anything like that. It's just there is this aura about this field that, man, do they protect it so well here.
Yeah, I agree. This right here, I just like the whole setup of this. When you walk across the creek, you got the two entries. I mean, it looks cozy. And on Friday nights, this is what I think of when I think of high school football.
Yes.
Fields like this. So it's definitely, we got a lot of people tuning in. Janet Mitchell says, sure hoping to see more of Man's games. Some just cannot make it to the games. And many of my out-of-state friends watch whenever possible. Listen, we're able to do that because of people like Frozen Goat and our friends at Eric Trucking, McCoy Dental, Cofield Health. You can just go on. You can see all of our sponsors on the scroll and on the top left corner there. Make sure you guys go like their Facebook page. And if you do got a second, shoot them a message and tell them thank you for what they do, because that right there lets them know that their advertising dollars are going to a good cause and it's being seen. Now, John Kiefer says, love to hear that, Coach Barker. So,
is that John Thomas?
John Thomas Kiefer, yep.
Yeah. John Thomas, I had many a battle with him as a quarterback for the Billies, and he's now an assistant coach here for the Man Hill Billies as well. And I don't know if I've been able to see him and tell him congratulations on his baby boy. So, shout out to John Thomas and his wife on their child. So, congratulations.
Yeah, absolutely. Listen, your world changes when you get a youngin'.
Yes, it does.
We got Mike Bledsoe says Chapmanville's two defensive ends are brutes. Ira Moore says wrestlers make great D linemen, position and hands. Way to go, young man. 100%. Not only that, but the commitment that wrestlers make. The discipline. That's what offensive line and defensive linemen, they're different. They're a different breed. Offensive line is the only position in athletics where it's your job to protect somebody. So, wrestling definitely is something I highly recommend for any lineman if you want to get better at your craft.
I think that is a very, very astute and correct statement there. And you know this. Wrestling translates to the football field so well, and those two go hand in hand.
They absolutely do. So, we've seen many of it, and here at Man, they got one of the best wrestling teachers ever in the business, a legend.
Tim McCoy.
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, Larry Bazin says, I've been trying to get you all at the Hillbilly and Miners games. Trust me. Listen, we hope it comes through, guys. We want to be here for the Hillbillies and the Miners tomorrow, as, we got the legendary Joe Kinzer he's on call. So if they get that game, he'll be on the call here.
That would be great for Joe. Joe and I used to work together a long time ago back at Logan High School. So Joe does a great job.
Nick McCoy tuning in also.
Yeah. He's at Chapmanville as a wrestling coach. So, he learned from one of the best. Absolutely.
Guys, we have 5:01 to go here at the half with Chapmanville leading 12-0. We're going to jump out, take a quick break. We'll be right back with second half action here on D&D Sports Network. Stop going out of town to take care of your health care needs when we can take care of you right here locally. Stop by and see us in Lenoir, West Virginia at Tug Valley Wellness Clinic. We are accepting new patients ages 2 and up. We do rapid COVID testing, see primary care, DOT physicals, and do well child and well adult exams. You can see nurse practitioner Tanya Chafin or one of her medical assistants, Holly Runyon or Haley Grimmett. Walk-ins are welcome. You can also call 304-236-3601 to make an appointment. Look forward to seeing you here at Tug Valley Wellness Clinic. Stop by Eric Homa Drug today and let them fill your prescription. Eric Homa Drug has been serving the Chapmanville community for over 46 years. They're a proud supporter of the Chapmanville Tigers and all mountain athletes. You're trying to rehab from an on-the-field or workplace injury? Come to Rebound Physical Therapy and Sports Performance in Chapmanville, West Virginia for all your physical therapy needs. For over 10 years, Rebound Physical Therapy and Sports Performance has been making sure their clients rebound in the quickest amount of time possible. That's Rebound Physical Therapy and Sports Performance. Look forward to seeing you.
I'm Elise Hinkle, psychiatric mental health nurse practitioner and director of behavioral health at Cofield Health Center. Our providers have experience with a full spectrum of disorders. To schedule an appointment with one of our providers, call 304-855-1222. As a community, let's help each other address mental health. We are here for you when you're ready. Coalfield Health Center. Let our family take care of your family.
Stop by McCoy Dental and let our friendly staff take care of all your dental needs. Whether it's crowns, root canals, teeth cleaning, implants, or you're just in need of some light cosmetic work, we have you covered. McCoy Dental, improving our area one smile at a time. McCoy Dental is located at the Fountain Place Mall in Logan, West Virginia.
If you want to work for the nicest fleet of trucks around, call Eric's Trucking. Right now we are hiring for 18 and 10-wheeler drivers. Must have CDLs. Eric's Trucking is a proud supporter of the Chapmanville Tigers and wants to wish Maddox Sarton the best of luck in today's contest.
We're back here in Man, West Virginia as we have middle school Thursday on Thursday night football here. We always do middle school games on Thursday nights, and we have the soon-to-be legend, Mr. James Barker, one of the best in the business, joining us here. Listen, James, I do appreciate you joining D&D. That was the thing. We are the biggest network in the mountains by far. And, the thing we was missing was notable names and, respectable broadcasters, because, it's tough to find people because they're already locked up with other outlets. Well, it's a huge blessing to have you joining at the same time as a guy like Joe Kanzer and Ronnie and Eugene Newsom. So, y'all definitely added a lot to D&D Sports, so I appreciate you jumping on board.
Well, I appreciate you guys having me and, getting some more football and getting these kids on, as KJ and I put it, this side of the Tug River, getting a little bit more exposure over here. So, I'm excited, and it's been a great first month with D&D, and we've seen a lot of good football and a lot of good athletes, man. Do we not have a lot of good athletes in our area?
Listen, the thing about mountain athletes is they're built different. The ones in the city are definitely – they're talented. They pass the eye test. They do all that. But when what's the old saying go? When the dirt hits the road. Mountain athletes, I trust them more. They are gritty. They are tough. It's like they've been through stuff. So you can rely on them a little bit more. They just got that it factor to me, and because of. I'm not just saying D&D Sports, but, the way the world's changing, it's become cool to be a mountain athlete now.
Yes.
And, you got college recruiters all the time looking for mountain athletes because they know what they bring to the roster.
Well, if you start to look at the way in-state schools have redefined their recruiting through, Eastern Kentucky and Southern West Virginia, you can start to see a lot of those kids that maybe didn't get a chance in the 90s, early 2000s. Now they're getting their chances and they're shining. You go look at WVU's roster and see how many kids from Spring Valley are on WVU's roster. Go and look at EKU in Kentucky and see how many
peppered with mountain athletes.
Absolutely. So, this is great exposure for them.
And the thing that I like the most, more than anything that we're most proud of, is how we've made the entire area, the Coalfields and the mountains, one big family. Now you got somebody in Chapmanville that cares about what somebody in Raceland's doing, or West Carter, because now we cover them together, so they all are kind of in a pot together. So kickoff, onside kick.
Browning able to fall on it. It was a good kick there for the Pioneers, but Browning able to fall on it, and Chapmanville will start around midfield for their first possession here of the second half. It was a quick-moving first half of play there. Only about an hour between the opening kick and halftime.
Very quick-moving first half, and here, the Pioneers in this second half, they've got to get some offense going right now. This defensive line of Chapmanville has made it nearly impossible for them to gain any momentum going forward. they're going through a rough night right now, this Pioneer offense is. Hopefully they fix some issues during half.
Dalton gives it off to Maynard. This is who you wanted to see. He breaks to the outside. He's got a lane. Maynard to the edge. Can he go all the way? Breaks one tackle at the shoestrings. Can he get to the end zone? He does. First touch of the half for the Tigers. It's a Jacob Maynard touchdown from 53 yards out.
Listen, anytime he touches that pigskin, he has a chance to break it. I mean, he's got that kind of speed, that kind of athleticism.
That is only, I think, his second carry of the game, but that was a big one. Opening play of the second half, Chapmanville goes up 18-0, and McClanahan on for the extra point.
Guys, make sure you hit that like and share button. Let folks know we are back here in the second half. McClanahan boots it up and through. Kick is good as Chapmanville jumps up 19-0 on the Man Pioneers. We'll be right back here on Middle School Thursday.
If you're looking for a friendly and fun atmosphere to enjoy your daily cuisine, come to Cheech's Pizza in Lenore, West Virginia. Cheech's Pizza has world-renowned cheese sticks, delicious pizza, and the best subs in the pizza and pasta game. Don't forget to take advantage of our milkshake shop located inside. Bring your family down to meet ours. We are the place that treats you like family from the second you pull in the parking lot. We look forward to seeing you here at Cheech's Pizza.
I'm Elise Hinkle, psychiatric mental health nurse practitioner and director of behavioral health at Coalfield Health Center. Our providers have experience with a full spectrum of disorders. To schedule an appointment with one of our providers, call 304-855-1222. As a community, let's help each other address mental health. We are here for you when you are ready. Coalfield Health Center. Let our family take care of your family.
If you're looking for a friendly and fun atmosphere to enjoy your daily cuisine, come to Cheech's Pizza in Lenore, West Virginia. Cheech's Pizza has...
We're back here, guys, as the kick will be fielded and returned to about the 34-yard line. Here is where the Pioneers will take over. Real quick, guys, if you live in the Lenore area, make sure, even if you live in this area, go down to Cheech's Pizza. I promise you it is worth the drive. And the thing I like about it is it's an experience when you go there. You know, you can take your whole family and you'll be glad you went. You know, they got license plates, signs. I mean, it's just a really mountain homey restaurant.
I told KJ the last broadcast we had against Chapmanville and Winfield, I worked over there in Maribone for one summer, and I gained 15 pounds.
What'd you call it?
Maribone. I don't know what is the name of it.
Oh, well, I mean that may be the technical way, but I can tell you how what we call it. Maribone.
Maribone. Okay,
yeah.
There you go. That's the broadcaster voice coming out of me.
Yeah, they. You know, I always. You know, the one thing that I can say is, you know, in the mountains, you know, you got the edges, which I always call the classy parts, which is like Ashland, Chapmanville, you know, and then you got the inner core of the mountains, and I think that's Mingo, Pike, you know, Floyd. I think those are your inner parts of it, and then I think it gets a little more classier as you get outside.
Well, I know Cheech's Pizza well because that was a fun summer, but I ate a lot of cheese sticks there. As they end around there to number 3, Blake Stacy, and this Chapmanville D-line just continues to impress.
Look who it was. It was the Garrett Fork Menace, Tony Atkins, and, you know, I've not been keeping count, but that's probably his, 5th, 6th sack?
That's at least another tackle for loss for Tony Atkins.
Did they hand that off? I wasn't paying attention.
They did, but nevertheless, 81 in on that play. I got told to call him Saw Dog instead of Sawyer Dalton. So Saw Dog.
Okay.
For Sawyer Dalton.
Yeah. Saw Dog. I like a little slaw dog every now and then. The Nathan Bartram says, great service and great people at Cheech's. Absolutely. And good luck, number 14, Preston Collins. Clyde Estep says.
And Collins had a catch. He actually was the first catch of the game for the Chapmanville Tigers there at about midfield. And so we've seen a lot of Chapmanville Tigers touch the ball. Maynard, though, with that big touchdown run to start this second half of play, is we've kind of talked about this penalty here for sometime. I think they're going to decline it, though. So 3rd and long for the Man Pioneers. They'll come back out in this wing T set. As Osborne under center. Got some movement, gets the toss. This one's to 11. That's Jaron Ramsey, and he's able to break a few tackles. Didn't really have much room, but he was able to make 2 or 3 Chapmanville defenders miss, and gets close to the line of scrimmage after that deep toss, but it's a loss of 3 on the play.
Let me ask you this. Man versus Mingo, Nitro versus Chapmanville. Which team has the best chance to get a win tomorrow night?
Which team has the best chance to get a win?
Yeah.
I'm going to go with Chapmanville. With Chapman. I think the Man-Mingo game is going to be a dandy. I think it is going to be close, and I think that it is just going to be a slugfest between 2 really good ball clubs. I think Chapmanville has a chance to go over in Nitro if they play their brand of physical football to come away with I won't say easy victory, but they have a chance to make it easier than these 2 Man-Mingo game.
Their punt. Good punt.
Yeah, good punt again by Osborne. Sarton bobbles it, picks it up, and he's got a lane to the outside. He may go. He's got Osborne to beat, and Osborne makes the tackle. That's a great individual effort by John Osborne there, as he was able to tackle Sarton when he had he didn't have anybody else.
And I'll say it like it is. I mean, Osborne, right now, he's got to look at his teammates and say, I got to have help, guys. I mean, right there, he punted it and then went over and made the tackle. He's a one-man show out there right now, and he's got to have some of his other teammates step up right now if they're going to pull this win off.
Yeah, they've got to find. We've talked about it, Darryl. They've got to find a way to move the ball offensively, and that's kind of been the difference in the game so far. As Martin Browning and the Man Pioneers will take a timeout, we'll do the same. Step aside for a quick break. You're watching Thursday Night Middle School Football right here on the D&D Sports Network.
If you was pushed out of the area because of loss of work in the coal industry, look no longer. Jim Marr is here for you. Jim Marr is now hiring for all positions in the coal field. Stop by their offices in Logan, West Virginia or in Wheeling, West Virginia and apply today.
Come meet the wonderful staff at the Del Barton Quick Shop. They got all your cold food needs along with tobacco needs. And while you're down there, check out their award-winning hot food items. Once again, located in Del Barton, West Virginia, the Quick Shop.
And you see Ashley Dalton right there. Got to be excited with the play of his defense as they've got the ball back here for the offense, and they're starting this drive, looks like around the 39-yard line.
Yeah, it's going to move up, I think. Nope, they waved the flag off. They said he had too many players on the field, so they're going to call illegal participation. So they'll move it up 5 more yards there as well. So Chapmanville will have 1st and 5 from about the 30-yard line. As again, we thank those for liking, watching, sharing this broadcast of middle school football on the D&D Sports Network. As again, we thank Eric's Trucking and the Frozen Goat for their sponsorship of tonight's game.
Now, as you see them line up under center,
this time they give it to Jackson Ellison. As Ellison bowls forward for a gain of about 2 or 3 on the play. As we'll see, I think we'll start to see a heavy dose of the run offense for Chapmanville as they have this 3-score lead with 5:15 to go here in the third quarter.
So as you're listening to James Barker, Darryl McCoy here on the Mountains, #1 source for sporting news, the D&D Sports Network.
Dalton with it, and a fumble.
Fumble.
Yep, it came loose, and I believe Mann's got it.
Yep, I think they did.
Yep, that is 55. Landon Ellis that's on the bottom of that pile for the Pioneers, and indeed they do. Man football. No.
What?
Well, they're calling.
Wow.
No, they're calling. They did not. They're calling it third down.
I did not see that, James.
I didn't either. So I thought Ellis had the ball down there on the pile. It's 55, but
I am getting a little old though, so.
Well, you know,
yeah, my eyes may not be what they used to.
I would have. I'm in the same boat because I thought I saw the exact same thing you did.
Well, they're a little closer than we are.
Yes,
so,
they are. Yes, they are.
So as you're sitting here right now, guys, we got 19-0 lead. Chapmanville over top of the Man Pioneers.
Dalton this time gives it off to Ellison. Ellison able to break a tackle. He's going to follow his blocks here.
He's going to have 6, I think.
He gets to the outside, breaks a tackle there, and Ellison into the end zone. It's another Chapmanville touchdown as they go up. Oh, there's a flag on the play. You're going to get a blindside block against Chapmanville.
Wow.
So that will be coming back. That's a 15-yard penalty there from the 29-yard line, so it'll be 3rd and long for Chapmanville. But a great run there from Ellison.
You hate that because, you know, I mean, is that his first touchdown this year, or his long run?
I don't know if it's his longest run of the year. He's had a couple there against Poca early in the year, but that's one that you put on your highlight film for sure. But that is not going to count. You can still put it on your highlight film.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
It just doesn't count. It doesn't count in the game.
Just cut off before you see that laundry.
That one will be a 15-yard penalty. It'll move Chapmanville back to the 43, 42-yard line around that man M in the middle of the field as they'll stay in the I formation. 4:16 to go here in the third quarter. They'll give it to Ellison again. Breaks another tackle. Gets to the outside. Still on his feet, and he'll run into the down marker there at about the 34-yard line. You ever been hit by one of those?
No, I've never been
They
hit.
hurt.
Well, that's why I don't, I try my best to stay in the booth and not on the sidelines. But every now and then I have to go down there, and that's always one of my biggest fears.
That thing, when it goes down and it whips, it does not feel good on that leg. And they're going to try to, I think, fix the down marker because I think Ellison broke it.
Remember, guys, when on Friday nights, if you're trying to figure out scores going on around the mountains, you can go to dndsports.com, and we have up-to-the-minute score updates on the top of the website page. So you can go every Friday night right there. Even on Thursday nights you can go, and sometimes they'll have middle school, they'll have high school soccer, volleyball. They're hard count by Dakota Dalton.
Yeah, able to get the Pioneers to jump.
Yep. Good job there by Dalton.
And not only can you go on the D&D website for those scores, Darryl, but you can go on there and find articles for your local teams that all the way over into Oceana as well. It's all an article there for Oceana Middle School.
Yeah, in West Virginia, a lot of people ask what our coverage area is. It's Wayne, Mingo, Logan, Boone, and Wyoming counties.
Sarton with it on a little bit of a tall sweep. He gets to the edge and still on his feet. What a spin
cuts
move.
Back inside.
And Tony Atkins going to try to push him forward, and he's got a first down.
If he wouldn't have run into Tony Atkins, he may have had 6 there.
But Tony Atkins has stopped everybody else tonight.
might as well start Sarton too.
But that's a first down. Great run there from Maddox Sarton, a little slot receiver for Chapmanville.
Let's see if you can guess this. We cover 9 high schools, I think, in West Virginia. Can you name them? Not counting the Huntington Prep deal that we just signed.
We'll try after this play because they'll give it off to Maynard. Maynard up inside, and good tackle there. Yeah. 65. We talked about him earlier. That's Jackson Lusk. Yeah. What a great play for Lusk. All right, Tug Valley, Mingo Central, Chapmanville, Man, Logan, Scott. Hold on. Wayne, Tulsa. I'm missing one. Who am I missing?
West Side.
West Side. Yep. There you go.
Yeah. Just like Tupac says, West Side is the best side. Here we go.
Ellison with it as he'll break to the outside on the fullback dive. Still stumbling forward, and he'll dive and get the first down there at about the 4-yard line for Jackson Ellison.
No, actually we missed another one, so we got 10, Spring Valley.
Spring Valley,
yep. So they're in Wayne County. And then, of course, we do have an exclusive deal with Huntington St. Joe as well. So,
that's going to be pretty cool.
Yeah. Well, that's Huntington St. Joe, and then we got Huntington Prep, who we are very excited about that. Dalton.
They're real close to the end zone here. They'll give it off to Ellison. Ellison had the one called back. That one's not.
Rode the horse that got you there, and good job by Coach Dalton putting it in his halfback's hands that got him down there. They had a long one called back, and I'm glad he got a chance to redeem himself.
A 4-yard touchdown run there for Jackson Ellison as Chapmanville takes a 25-0 lead here late in the third quarter. 2:36 to go as McClanahan on for the point after attempt. This is a Chapmanville middle school team, Darryl. They gave up their first points, or actually, no, they're going to go for 2 here. So it's a 25-0 lead. They're going to go for 2. They'll toss it to Maynard, and he'll get to the edge. Into the end zone for a 2-point conversion, 27-0 in favor of Chapmanville.
As real quick, we want to thank Frozen Goat and Eric's Trucking. You're watching the D&D Sports Network.
Looking for a great selection, great prices, and a great experience on your next ATV, motorcycle, or side-by-side? Come check out Kiefer's Kawasaki.
Our #1 goal is to offer you the best power sport experience at a great price.
Like this new 23 Kawasaki Teryx 4 for only $17,999. Before you write that check, check with us.
And remember, your adventure starts here at Kiefer Kawasaki. Route 44 South, Jerry West Highway in Logan, or visit KiefersPowersports.net.
You're trying to rehab from an on-the-field or workplace injury, come to Rebound Physical Therapy and Sports Performance in Chapmanville, West Virginia for all your physical therapy needs. For over 10 years, Rebound Physical Therapy and Sports Performance has been making sure their clients rebound in the quickest amount of time possible. That's Rebound Physical Therapy and Sports Performance. Look forward to seeing you.
We are back here in West Virginia as we got Middle School Thursday here on the D&D Sports Network with James Barker, Darryl McCoy on the call.
Kick from McClanahan, fielded by Simple. Is a good tackle there.
Who was it?
Menace for Garrett Fork Menace? Is that it?
It is the Garrett Fork Menace, Tony Atkins, and Chapmanville leads this game 27-0 with 2:32 to go here in the third quarter. James, we have Tess Stacy watching from Zephyrills, Florida.
All the way down there. Florida. We had somebody from Michigan last week watching the broadcast, and in Sioux Falls, South Dakota as well.
We had a game the other night where we had 39 of the states represented.
Wow.
Yeah, in the comment section.
That's amazing.
Yeah, so, D&D's reach is unbelievable. It's nationwide, and we actually – last time we looked, it had 36 different countries that follow us as well.
That is, it's just amazing.
Yeah, big opportunity for the mountains.
As Vance up the middle there on the fullback dive, gain of about 1 or 2 on the play, as we'll start to see if the Pioneers can find some rhythm here on offense. They've got some good athletes there, as Osborne has played well, and we've seen Vance have a few good runs as well as Ramsey, and just trying to find some rhythm here against it. This is a really stout Chapmanville defense.
It is. This defensive line, I've watched a lot of middle school football this year, and, it's going to be hard to find a better defensive line than this that Ashley Dalton has here.
As Osborne will keep it, and he's tackled there on the play.
Now, James, when I lived here, Mann's, of course, a town when you literally say if you blink, you miss it. It's a one red light town. And the fun things to do when I lived here was the skating rink. They'd have a car show every summer. And then JR's Pizza had a pool table that you could go to. And then we would go down in South Man. I don't know what the school is that was there.
South Man Grade
was
School,
it?
yeah.
And we would pitch quarters
okay.
out there. So,
all right.
so that was about the extent of the action here in Man, West Virginia when I lived here in my younger days.
Well, I've been to the Dairy Bar a few times. I know that. As they'll give it around in the round there to Blake Stacy as he swallowed up there. Maybe a gain of 1 on the play as Ellison with the tackle along with, I believe, Cooper Perry in there as well, making some contacts. So 4th and 6 for the Pioneers as it looks like they'll make some substitutions.
Let me ask you this. Have you ever been to this restaurant, Keith's Bar and Grill down here?
I have.
Now, they're not a sponsor, but I tell you, when you walk in there, it's really neat because there's probably $20,000 on the walls with ones.
All those signed ones.
Yeah.
The snap back to Osborne, and it's going to be blocked.
Yes, sir.
Guess who?
Tony Atkins.
Tony Atkins has had himself a game.
Listen, you know you're having yourself a night when you feel the need to apologize.
Yes. He came in, blocked that punt one-handed, and Chapmanville will take over there on the 33-yard line.
We got Ronnie Hatfield watching from Thomasville, North Carolina. Ronnie and Linda Hatfield, one of our biggest supporters here on the D&D Sports Network.
Appreciate them listening all the way from, what did you say, Thomasville, North Carolina?
Yep.
As Chapmanville will take over there at the 33-yard line, I formation for the Tigers. 11 seconds to go here in the third quarter as Maynard has it. Tall sweep over the right side. He'll get to the sticks out of bounds. As one more play here in the third quarter as Maynard picks up the first down.
So this, we talked about Dakota Dalton earlier, only in his second year playing football. Well, his father, Ashley Dalton, is only in his second year ever as a football coach.
That's right.
So, it's really neat to see what that Dalton duo has done in middle school football over the last 2 years.
Yeah, and they've had a lot of success winning the championship game last year for the Black Diamond Conference, and with this win tonight, they may be well on their way again. Ellison with a trap up the middle, gets to the outside, and that's going to be another Chapmanville touchdown. Ellison from 23 yards out at the end of the third quarter. So Ellison's 23-yard touchdown run, that will probably be all she wrote. I don't think the Pioneers will be able to overcome a 33 or 34-point deficit with only a quarter remaining.
Greg Maynard says, I remember going to Man, Darryl. Absolutely, Greg. He was another one of my buddies in high school that played many backyard football games with him. So glad to see you tuning in from Tennessee, Greg.
As McClanahan on for the extra point. Snap is down, kick is low, and missed there. So 33-0 to score at the end of the third quarter. Darren and I will step aside for a break. You're watching middle school football right here on the D&D Sports Network.
Whether it's home, life, business, or auto insurance, Scott Ambergy at State Farm in Chapmanville, West Virginia is here to protect the things you love. Call Scott Ambergy today for a free quote. That's State Farm in Chapmanville, West Virginia.
This is Bruce Walters from Bruce Walters Kia. By now you know Kia is a great vehicle, and you know they come with a 10-year, 100,000-mile warranty. So why should you buy from Bruce Walters Kia? At Bruce Walters Kia, we're going to change your oil for free for life. And what you do with that money you save is up to you. Come check out the 2022 Kia Carnival and the 2021 Kia Sorento. Only at Bruce Walters Kia in Pikeville. Or shop us online at brucewalterskia.com.
Looking for a great selection, great prices, and a great experience on your next ATV, motorcycle, or side-by-side? Come check out Kiefer's Kawasaki.
Our #1 goal is to offer you the best power sport experience at a great price.
Like this new 23 Kawasaki Teryx 4 for only $17,999. Before you write that check, check with us. And remember, your adventure starts here at Kiefer Kawasaki. Route 44 South, Jerry West Highway in Logan, or visit KiefersPowersports.net.
Stop by McCoy Dental and let our friendly staff take care of all your dental needs. Whether it's crowns, root canals, teeth cleaning, implants, or you're just in need of some light cosmetic work, we have you covered. McCoy Dental, improving our area one smile at a time. McCoy Dental is located at the Fountain Place Mall in Logan, West Virginia.
Back here in Man, West Virginia, we got James Barker, Darryl McCoy on the call here. You're watching D&D Sports Network Thursday night football, middle school action, Chapmanville versus Man. Tigers lead 33-0 over the Pioneers.
Clanahan's kick fielded there by Osborne. He's got a chance to get to the outside, able to break one. He's got Cooper Perry to beat. Perry not able to bring him down. Sawyer Dalton pushes him out of bounds finally, but Osborne able to keep his feet and Man in their best field position of the night at the 37-yard line of Chapmanville.
Shout out to the Logan Wildcats as Daniel Miller fills us in here. Logan defeats Winfield 50-0.
Wow, that's a big score there as Chapmanville Middle School coming off. They're 3-0 now, and they have, I don't know if they've been scored on either. So that's a big game looming between the Tigers and the Timberwolves there for the middle school.
Now, is that one at Chapmanville or
I believe it is. I'm almost certain it is. As Osborne under center and tosses it back.
Sounds like we heard a whistle.
Yeah, a little bit of.
Didn't you hear an inadvertent whistle?
Yeah, a little bit of an issue there as the toss there to the walls gets back to the line of scrimmage.
As guys, we ask you to hit that like and share button. If you got comments or questions, put it in the comment section below. Let us know where you're watching from and who you are rooting for, as D&D Sports Network is an interactive broadcast. James Barker, Darryl McCoy on the call here, courtesy of our friends at Frozen Goat and Eric's Trucking.
Appreciate them for making this broadcast possible tonight for this middle school football game.
So shout out to Eric Sarton and Amanda Corns.
Osborne under center, drops back, and he's going to run again as he throws it away as that D-line for the Tigers back in the backfield again.
He's going to see them in his sleep tonight.
He is.
Yeah. Logan has not been scored on at all this season, and the game is at Logan next week. So,
all right, there you go.
Yeah, so definitely going to be an interesting game. I hope both of them two teams come to play and the fans get a good ball game. Win or lose, both of them two squads. They've both got talent. They both got good star running backs. I cannot wait to see how that one ends up.
That will be Daniel could probably tell us what day it is. I'm not entirely sure what the schedule looks like. So if you can, go ahead and tell us when that game will be played. Is the delay game on the Pioneers there? So both those teams undefeated. Again, Logan Middle defeating Winfield 50-0 tonight. Chapmanville up here against Man 33-0. And I know played with the guy that's coaching at Logan Middle School, Brandon Adkins, and he's doing a heck of a job.
Yeah,
I actually talked to him the other night, and hats off to him and the Timberwolves tonight.
Yeah, Coach Adkins is a good dude. I always, he's always kept us updated on the Logan athletes, and I really like how he helps us there, getting the Logan kids out there.
And we're going to get a timeout as offense huddling up to our colleague there.
You see Dylan Morris out there as Dylan Morris, D&D employee, as he does an amazing job coaching these kids and on the mic as well, as tomorrow Coach Barker and Dylan will be up in Sissonville.
Yes, we will. Sissonville and Clay County. Clay County, a playoff team last year, the number 8 seed in Class AA. Dylan and I will have that call on the D&D Sports Network with RSN and HD Media.
Christina Atkins says, go Tigers. We got Clyde Estep says, way to go Tigers. And Preston Collins, number 14. Daniel Miller says, next Thursday, September 21st.
September 21st, next Thursday. Whew. Ooh, you talk about a rumble in the mountains there.
Yep, that's definitely one that everybody's going to want to tune into.
As Osborne under center, gives it off there to number 3, Blake Stacy. Is Stacy across the 45, gains of about 1 on the play. So 4th and long, 4th and 15 for the Pioneers from the 44. I was up in the area today, and when you're a member of the media, Darryl, you can make some stops that you normally can't make as a coach. So I actually swung by and talked to Coach Mullins at Logan High's practice, and he was an old coach. He coached me, and then I coached with Coach Mullins. So it's one of those things where you just kind of go back and talk to one of your buddies from a long time. Pass, good throw there from Osborne, just misses Blake Stacy there. But you could start to see a glimmer of hope there for the man offense on that play.
You would like to see, if you're the Pioneers, you'd like to see them get anything going here offensively and maybe punch one in just for the team morale and to help them moving forward to the next game.
Yeah, and I think that, we have seen some flashes of greatness here from the Man Pioneers this evening. But, again, this Chapmanville defense really, really good. But I think, Man's got a lot to play for the rest of the season. And they'll still, Martin Browning's a really good coach and Dylan's a good coach. They'll be just fine moving forward. It's just one of those things where Chapmanville just a little bit too much tonight, and they've had the ball bounce their way too.
Billy Chambers tuning in from West Union, Ohio, as he is. I don't know that Billy Chambers has missed a broadcast in the last 4 years.
That's amazing.
Yep. So here we go, Dalton.
Yeah,
who's the quarterback in now?
You're going to get a motion penalty as Chapmanville.
Big pop there by number 24, Osborne.
Yeah, he made a big hit there. You're going to get I like that.
Yeah.
You hit me, I'm going to shake your hand. That's a good one there.
Well, he knew he got tagged, and he's like, I'm going to give him props for that. That was number 41 for Chapmanville.
Make sure I can get the full roster for Chapmanville up right here. And as 41 is Jacob Evans. As the quarterback in the game right now is Chase Adams, the 7th grader.
I love this young man right here.
Adams?
Yes. He's the smallest kid on the football field, but just when I went and interviewed him in the preseason, when we done the preseason kickoff show, you could tell like the kids loved him. He just brought a lot of energy in the locker room, and he's one of them guys that roots for everybody.
He takes a snap there, tosses it that time to Evans, and Evans gets to the outside and will almost fight back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe a loss of 1 on the play. 5:12 to go here in the 4th quarter of play.
Yeah, as I said, this man team, they definitely got a ways to go. But you look, you can see, some pieces that they can build on.
Yes.
It's not, I've seen, teams when you lose 33-0 to where you're like, that could have been double that. But this team right here, they've never quit fighting.
Nope.
And they do got a few athletes around the field at certain positions. So they've got some stuff that they can work with. They just got to get it together.
As
Adams.
Yeah, you're going to roll out. They're going to get a false start, I do believe. It was intercepted over there. Good diving catch. It's not going to count. That's 55 for the Pioneers, Landon Ellis. But false start on Chapmanville.
Said Mike Bledsoe says Martin and his staff does a great job with those kids. It's just one of those years Chapmanville is loaded, but man has nothing to be upset over. Said, like I said, just one of those years. I agree.
Absolutely. Martin Browning, one of the better offensive minds that I've been around for what he likes to do, which is that wing tee that Coach Carter ran for many years too. So, there will be better days. Don't worry.
Yeah, absolutely. Here in Man, I mean, they got a really good youth program. So
yes. Completion there to Jake Hayner with his first catch of the year as Adams to Hayner gains about 4 yards on the play. And, you know, I always have some type of connection because I've been around. I was at Logan football for many, many years. Jake Hayner, son of Justin Hayner, he's on the Chapmanville staff. Justin played for my dad way back. Justin's old now, and he'll get a kick out of it when he listens to this back. But Justin played back in about 1996 for my dad at Logan High School. So,
I didn't know your dad coached there.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Now, with you being a loyal Chapmanville guy now, I mean, ain't that a dirty word that you just said?
No, I'm a Logan graduate. I'm
okay.
Yeah, I'm a Logan graduate.
Right. So we got a turncoat on the broadcast here.
Yeah. I always told everybody that blood's thicker than water.
Yeah.
But, you know, so when my dad moved down to Chapmanville, I had to be a Chapmanville guy. But I'm originally a Logan guy, and I'll tell you this, Darryl, my senior year, I voted most school spirit at Logan High School. So,
oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That, what year did you graduate?
2003.
2003. Well, I wasn't far behind you. I graduated 2000. Logan's one of them, man. I would like to see. I've always said, mountain football is better when Logan's good. You know, I mean, because I grew up, Logan was a power. You know, and I would love to see them get back to their heyday to where they're a perennial power every year. You know, but that's something that they got to continue to work on there. But
in the late 80s, early 90s, Man-Logan football game was an absolute war.
That was the premier game.
Yes, as Adams gives it off to the fullback. Couldn't see a number there as it looks like 17.
12.
12, so that's Cade Fry with the carry there as Chapmanville sends their punt team on with 2:30 to go here in the fourth quarter. But yeah, that's where I grew up. I grew up on the sidelines of Logan football, so I know a lot of those wars from the late 80s, early 90s.
98-99 was Hayner, is what William Davis says.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go. So he's not as old as I apologize. I apologize.
Well, that's still pretty old.
Yeah.
Offsides. There's going to be encroachment on the defense.
Yeah, Justin's a great guy. I only say that because I was just teasing him. He's a great guy, though. But, no, I think when you brought that up, I mean, when Logan is good and when Man is good, too, that's when you've got – the feeling around the area here in the mountains and in eastern Kentucky, especially when you add Belfry and Tug into that mix, Mingo Central now. When those teams are good, it makes it a lot of fun here as the punt barely gets away there and rolls out of bounds.
Well, definitely Mingo Central's doing their part as, I mean, it's going to be tough. You know, Mingo, I mean, the thing that's interesting about Mingo is, to me, they're in a situation where they've got to win this game against Man, because if not, I think a lot of people, a lot of football experts are going to consider them kind of a fraud because, they've not really played a strong schedule yet.
Well, their schedule gets a lot stronger.
Yeah,
Man and then Independence, right?
Yeah, Man, Independence, and Scott.
Whew.
Yeah, so 3 in a row there. So, this right here, there's a lot of pressure on the Miners to win this Man game because, who knows, they may not win the next 2. So, they need to get this Man win. And if you're Man, you want to solidify yourself. Man's also played a weak schedule up to this point. They need that Miner win.
If Man gets the win against Mingo, not only do they get the AA points, but they get the points for strength of schedule now that are so important in West Virginia. So it's a big game for both clubs. There's a good tackle there up the middle as Saw Dog making a play there. Sawyer Dalton.
And we got 1:38 to go here in this one as you're watching middle school football here on the D&D Sports Network with James Barker, Darryl McCoy. We want to thank Frozen Goat and Eric's Trucking for sponsoring tonight's action. Chapmanville leads 33-0 over the Pioneers.
Got your Tug Valley Wellness Clinic player of the game ready?
Yeah, I tell you, we'll take and when the game's over, we'll go to a quick break and we'll talk it over.
Okay.
And come back. Because I think you can go a few different ways, but I know who I would pick.
Okay. I have a feeling we're in the same wavelength tonight. Just under a minute now to go.
There's Osborne lining up under center.
Gives it off this time. Good run there as Perry able to trip him up there initially. As good run there for the Billies. As got a first injury of the night, I believe. Nope, he's going to get up. You talk about that all the time. Tough kids in the mountains.
Yep, they definitely, they're built a little different, raised on soup, beans, and cornbread. Yeah.
22 seconds to go here in the fourth quarter. This should be your final play of the game as Chapmanville leads 33-0 as John Osborne under center for the final time tonight for the Pioneers. Hands it off to 20. That is Drake Walls, who had 2 interceptions on the night, but he finishes the game there on about a 1-yard gain. That'll do it from George A. Queen Memorial Field. Final score, Chapmanville 33, Man nothing. Darryl and I will step aside for a break. When we come back, we'll have the Tug Valley Wellness Center player of the game as well as some final thoughts. You're watching middle school football right here on the D&D Sports Network.
Here at Appalachian Medical, our team has extensive experience in dealing with respiratory disease. That's why we specialize in respiratory products and disease management. We want to bring our knowledge and know-how to help patients live a healthier life. Appalachian Medical was developed by clinical professionals. We have more than 30 years of combined experience in respiratory disease management, case management, critical care, and more. Our respiratory therapists are skilled and compassionate. With offices in Kentucky, West Virginia, Indiana, Ohio, and Pennsylvania, let us be the ones you trust with your medical health care.
If you want to work for the nicest fleet of trucks around, call Eric's Trucking. Right now we are hiring for 18 and 10-wheeler drivers. Must have CDLs. Eric's Trucking is a proud supporter of the Chapmanville Tigers and wants to wish Maddox Sarton the best of luck in today's contest.
Stop going out of town to take care of your health care needs when we can take care of you right here locally. Stop by and see us in Lenoir, West Virginia at Tug Valley Wellness Clinic. We are accepting new patients ages 2 and up. We do rapid COVID testing, see primary care, DOT physicals, and do well child and well adult exams. You can see nurse practitioner Tanya Chafin or one of her medical assistants, Holly Runyon or Haley Grimmett. Walk-ins are welcome. You can also call 304-236-3601 to make an appointment. Look forward to seeing you here at Tug Valley Wellness Clinic. We are back here. James Barker, Darryl McCoy here on Thursday Night Football middle school action here as we want to thank Frozen Goat and Eric's Trucking for sponsoring tonight's action. Chapmanville with a route here tonight over the Pioneers, getting a little redemption from that Black Diamond Championship game there. So, this game right here, it was just one of them. Chapmanville was clicking from the start, and we never really got to see man get going. I give credit to that defensive line. Yeah, they played an excellent game. When you look at, obviously, we're unable to keep a lot of stats tonight, but if Tony Atkins did not lead the Chapmanville defense in tackles and tackles for loss, I would be very, very surprised as that young man played outstanding. But the whole Chapmanville defense played very well as well. That defensive line, like you mentioned, Darryl, just absolutely dominant. Well, you see one of them that's injured right here, and I didn't pay attention, when he got injured, but hopefully that young man's okay. That's number 74 for the Pioneers. That was on that final play there we saw. That was a young man that got up real slow and was able to finish the game, but hobbling off right now as we hope that 74, that's Mac Collins, the 7th grader. Hope he is okay and is able to continue to play and get his season. You see Ashley Dalton's club down there excited for this victory. Ashley Dalton, I will tell you, Ashley, he's one of them. He's kind of a, he's the L.A. Lakers of middle school football. He's all about flash. He's all about, getting it done. He wants his team to look good. As you see, maybe the best uniforms I've seen in middle school football.
Those are nice. He had told me he was going to go to that Bengals look this year, and that was a very, very. I like the Ville across there as well. I mean, that was an excellent choice of the uniform, and excellent game tonight. Excellent game plan on both sides of the ball for Coach Dalton's ball club.
Well, that's going to bring us to the Tug Valley Wellness Clinic Player of the Game. And, James, we didn't speak about this during break, but let's see if we're on the same page. I'm going to say Tug Valley Wellness Clinic Player of the Game goes to the Garrett Fort Menace.
That's who I was going to go with as well. Just dominant on the defensive side of the ball. He was. I don't know if he was able to be blocked all night long, and he was so dominant, Darryl. You remember Sarton had this great play over here on the sideline, and it wasn't enough for him to tackle man players all night. He had to tackle Max Sarton as well.
Yeah.
But Tony Adkins, your Tug Valley Wellness Clinic Player of the Game.
Yeah, that young man, I promise you guys, listen, the college coaches that watch this, we know there's a ton that tunes in. That's a kid that you're going to be recruiting over the next 4 years. I can promise you that. So, guys, we're going to take real quick, let you guys know tomorrow night we will have Chapmanville versus Nitro on the D&D Sports Network, courtesy of our friends at RSN and HD Media. We will have Sissonville versus Clay County, Winfield versus Wayne in a matchup that I can't wait to watch.
I'll give you a little tidbit of information on that one. Wayne almost beat Scott. Winfield, they did a great job defensively against Chapmanville, wins 28-0. Winfield may not have their quarterback. That was really good. He had a shoulder injury. Now, I've just heard from some people. It's not been verified by anybody on Winfield. They may be without him against Wayne this week.
Man, and listen, this Wayne team, they're getting back to their heyday. Wayne has always been a traditional power over there. And, it seems like now they're kind of keeping their kids. Yeah, as you can see, Spring Valley's having a down year, and a lot of that is a lot of them kids are staying home,
There was always an old adage we've played Wayne in the Cardinal Conference for very many years. If Spring Valley was good, Wayne wasn't as good.
Yep.
If Spring Valley was not as good, Wayne was really good.
That's it, and that's what you're seeing this year. But you can catch the Pioneers right here on the D&D Sports Network tomorrow night, and we also want to remind you guys, Citizens Bank Game of the Week, Shelby Valley versus Perry Central. And then I will be in Hazard for Hazard versus Breathitt County. So good old Mountain Holler game up there.
Now, is Breathitt County the kid you all talked about last night, good tailback?
No, Breathitt County has a star wide receiver in Austin Sperry.
Yes.
Yeah, he's maybe the best basketball player, period, in the mountains.
Wow.
So, yeah, he's a stud, but, it's going to be an interesting game. Both of them's 1-3 and looking to bounce back. The best rusher in the mountains right now is Jacob Rose from Prestonsburg.
Okay.
Yeah, he's the number one rusher. But, guys, we will have them 5 games on tomorrow night, so we will be able to take care of your football fix here on the D&D Sports Network. Again, guys, we want to thank our sponsors tonight, Frozen Goat and Eric's Trucking, as well as the ones that you've seen up there. Make sure, guys, if you travel up to the Huntington area, stop by and see our friends at Huntington Ale House. Guys, we're going to take and skip out of Man, West Virginia here, but until next time,